Trump was over at the NCAA tournaments, and after this man scored a shocking victory, in fact, he beat the other individual who was an Olympian, and he was not supposed to win this thing. He did win. As soon as he won this, he walked over, draped in the American flag to the president himself, and gave him a big hug.
Captain America.
Rob, I can't.
I'm jumping on the floor.
He did it.
Hey, shut up. Shut up. Everybody shut up. Shut up, Rock.
I'm glad that he was the last match.
That's what the last match.
That's the last match.
That's what the main event.
That's what it should look like.
That's the main event.
Let's start. Shut up.
That announcer is pumped.
Wow, what the president say to you? I'm very proud of me. It's like Banner does. I'm very proud of that. He came here to support his troops. I put on a show for him. I won him that national title.
Amazing. Of course, I wrestled in high school. I did some mixed martial arts stuff in college and never made it to the NCAAs. But I wrestled around. One of my coaches was an NCAA champion, and it was shocking what the difference in capability was between that level and the next levels down. Pretty amazing. Awesome to see him go over there. Trump looked pretty pumped too. Yeah. Fight out there on the mats. All right. Nice jobs. And that dude, my understanding, is an Air Force, right? Second lieutenant in the Air Force. And so that salute, of course, is much appreciated by the commander in chief and vice versa. So very cool to see that happen. Now, elsewhere, we saw Alina Abba going to New Jersey to be the interim U.S. attorney. Whoa, liberals are going to have their heads explode over this one. She posted this on X, says, "I am honored to serve my home state of New Jersey as interim U.S. attorney, and I am grateful to President Trump for entrusting me with this tremendous responsibility. Just like I did during my time as President Trump's personal attorney, I will continue to fight for truth and justice. We will end the weaponization of justice once and for all." And so Alina is going over to New Jersey. She was out this morning talking about this, and here's what it sounded like.
Hi, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. I'm sure you've seen President Trump has just put out a statement that he has appointed me as the interim U.S. attorney for the state of New Jersey, my home state. As I've stood by President Trump, his family, the organization, and many other clients in that state where I've been born and raised, and I'm raising my babies now. But there is corruption, there is injustice, and there is a heavy amount of crime right in Cory Booker's backyard and right under Governor Murphy, and that will stop.
True.
I look forward to working with Pam Bondi and with the Department of Justice and making sure that we further the president's agenda of putting America first, cleaning up mess, and going after the people that we should be going after, not the people that are falsely accused. That will stop in the great state of New Jersey starting now. Thank you so much.
What are the people you want to go after?
We'll see when I get in there. We got to see what's going in. I know you'd love that narrative. Let me be very clear.
You mentioned politics.
I didn't actually.
Cory Booker and Governor Murphy.
Correct, because I think Cory Booker and Governor Murphy have failed the state of New Jersey. If you look at what happened in crime, what's going on in Newark, what's going on in Camden, this has been a neglected state. It is one of the most populated states for its size, and it needs to stop. We're going to do a bang-up job. I cannot wait. It's a great honor.
How long have you been appointment for?
Thank you very much.
How long have you been?
No, I do not at that time, but I do pray for her family and I hope she rests in peace. I will be leaving the White House soon and going to New Jersey to serve in my current role. Thank you all so much. I'm excited. I'll see you in Jersey.
Alina Abba at the White House, going back over to New Jersey. And she was referencing Jessica Aber, who, of course, passed away over the weekend from unknown causes thus far. We'll come back to that. But here was what Trump posted on True Social. Says, "It is with great pleasure that I am announcing Alina Abba, who is currently serving as counselor to the president and has represented me for a long time, will be our interim U.S. attorney for the District of New Jersey, her home state, effective immediately." And so we don't know if she'll become the permanent U.S. attorney or whether this is just a temporary role for her as she moves out of the position as counselor to the president, saying Alina will lead with the same diligence and conviction that has defined her career, and she will fight tirelessly to secure a legal system that is both fair and just for wonderful people of New Jersey. Chris Christie's having a couple extra donuts this morning. So this is stressful for me. Additionally, John Giordano, who has done a terrific job as the interim U.S. attorney in New Jersey, will now be nominated as the new ambassador to Namibia. Oh, man. That dude is thrilled. He's like, yeah, honey, guess what? I'm going to go be the U.S. attorney in New Jersey. Wow, this is amazing. Scratch that, honey. We're going to Namibia. What? The hell's Namibia? You're going to like it, I think. I got to look it up on a map. So congratulations to Alina and John. And maybe that's cool. Ambassadorships are pretty cool, I would imagine, because you get to travel to new foreign exotic places like Namibia, wherever that is. So with all due respect to all of our Namibia viewers out there, we don't know where you are. So that's an interesting post from the president. Alina Abba making her way out over to New Jersey, and we're excited for that. Now, we've also got a bunch of other updates from Trump's cabinet. So some shifting around. Alina's going over there. Now also hear from Steve Witkoff, who is explaining, as many of the people do during the weekends, they hit the Sunday shows from the Trump cabinet. They go out, they explain what the latest developments are in these policy positions. And here is Witkoff talking about Ukraine and the war with Fox News.
I met with President Putin twice at the direction of the president, because everything I do is at his direction. And they were productive meetings. We accomplished quite a bit. We opened channels of communication. President Putin told me at the first meeting that he had no conversation with the prior administration, in particular President Biden, for 3.5 years. I'm not sure how anyone would expect an end to a conflict when you're not communicating. We had a very good conversation, productive. We discussed real ways to end this conflict. That led to a second conversation. First conversation being close to 3.5 hours. Second conversation being in that time, in that space as well, 3.5 or 4 hours. That led to by the end of the second conversation, we had proposals on an energy infrastructure ceasefire and a Black Sea moratorium on firing on each other's ships. And these things had been on the shelf for several years. I think that's commendable on the part of all of the parties. And this is at President Trump's direction. His philosophy of peace through strength brings people to the table to clear up misconceptions and to get peace deals done. And that's exactly what's happening right now.
Steve Witkoff giving an update on Ukraine, but there's much more. The DOD was very busy, and they have a rapid response account. They gave us an update at the end of last week saying we accomplished a lot. And this is their montage video from all of the winning.
Everybody, welcome to the DOD's weekly sit rep. The Department of Defense delivered this week on President Trump and Secretary Hegseth's agenda. On Monday, we held our very first ever Pentagon press briefing to provide an update on the precision strikes against Iran-backed Houthi targets to protect American interest and restore freedom of navigation. On Tuesday, we welcome-homed NASA astronauts and retired Navy Captain Sonny Williams and Butch Wilmore, who were stranded in space for 9 months due to the previous administration's lack of urgency. Under this president and this secretary, we will do everything within our power to leave no one behind. Also this week, Secretary Hegseth signed a memo directing the termination of over $580 million in DoD contracts and grants that did nothing to advance our mission of deterring and winning wars. So far, the Pentagon, in collaboration with DOJ, has cut nearly $800 million in wasteful spending. And finally, as you all know, many of the executive orders signed by President Trump are being challenged in court. We are committed to making our military the greatest fighting force on the face of the earth. And as the secretary has said, we will appeal these rulings, we will fight this lawfare, and we will win. That's all we got for you this week. Thank you for watching. God bless you all, and God bless this amazing country that we call home.
God bless America. Thank you, sir. So nice update, man. I feel inspired. So nice music in the background there, lots of winning and some great developments over the past week. It's nice to see this from competent people in our government, not propaganda about pronouns and billions of dollars going to Stacey Abrams.